I want to talk to you about the reasons why we do not let go of resentment and how to break free from it. So there's three things that happens when we're resent. There's a benefit to it. I'm going to give you the price. The benefit is that you get to rehearse the story and play the role of a victim. And when you rehearse the story, what happens? You're repeating it, and subconsciously it starts to validate how you're feeling. You know what I'm talking about. You reverse, like, man, they hurt me, and you play it over and over again how you got hurt. You play over and over again how they hurt you, as if it's going to help you to actually course correct. So no, it doesn't. The problem with that first point is that what happens when you're rehearsing the story over and over again, what happens is you're reducing yourself. You're reducing your self-worth, which is actually my second point. The second point about the benefit of actually the false benefit of resenting is that you could reduce someone to less than human. You reduce a person to an object of your wrath. The problem with that is when you reduce somebody to nothing, you actually are reducing your self-worth as well. You're reducing who you're designed to be. And when you reduce who you're designed to be, you regress on the authentic person that you were actually designed to be. You rationalize your action. You literally rationalize, and you reserve the right to actually be right. And you actually give yourself the permission to attack, almost like having a license to kill. So it gives you the release of, like, yes, I'm gonna let my wrath just go. So no restriction attached. I'm letting this person have it. It builds up this self-righteousness as well, because we think that we're right and everybody else is wrong. And that's part of that, because we feel like, okay, I have the right to hurt this person. Well, in order for you to do that, remember, you have to reduce the person. You have to rehearse your role as a victim. Second, again, you have to reduce the person less than human, so that you can attack. Because if you do attack them if you look at them as a human being, then you'll have some feelings, some compassion, and you might have to think about it. So you have to and this happens subconsciously, and sometimes it happens consciously. So these are three things I'm going to give you that we can do in order to combat that and how to set ourselves free. Well, the very first thing we got to do is you need to, you know how they say rinse and repeat? This is release and repeat. You release the resentment by repeating forgiveness. And say this again. You release resentment by repeating forgiveness. You say repeating forgiveness? Yeah, because people say, well, I forgive you. And people confuse with forgiveness and also condoning. People think if I forgive you, then I condone you. Then it's okay for me to trust you. That's not what I'm talking about. Or it's okay for me to allow you to violate my boundary, and I must be around you. That's not forgiveness. Forgiveness is letting go of the resentment that hurts you. Remember, resentment, and I don't know if you heard this, but it's like drinking a poison and hoping the other person dies. So remember, the only person that's in jail, that's restricted in life, is you. So the very first thing we want to do is want to release, and you want to repeat forgiveness. You want to release the resentment and repeat forgiveness. Forgiveness has to be a daily thing. It's not, people say, well, I've forgiven one time and it's done. No, it keeps coming up. So the second thing we want to do is we want to refocus our action on our true authentic self. Because you see, when you're in resentment, what you're focusing on, and you're regressing on who you're not. So you got to refocus on who do I want to be? Who do I say I want to be? What type of person? How do I want to respond? Refocus your response on your true authentic self. Who is it that you're designed to be? Because that actually is the whole goal of resentment, is to reduce you to nothing for the person in you. So what you want to do is you want to recommit and refocus on your true authentic self. Like, what are the righteous action for me to take that's aligned with me as a human being? And it's hard, because when you're in it, you forget about it. You forget about what it is like to love, what it is like to forgive, what it is like to have forgiveness and compassion, because you're so hurt, right? The last point that you want to do is kind of what I just said, is you need to recognize your self-righteousness, recognize and remember your own reaction in situations like this. So you got to remember who you are. Remember not just the great person you are and how you could overcome this and that. right? That's self-righteousness, and self-righteousness doesn't do anything to you other than put people to jail and throw away the key, thinking you have never ever acted in a wrong way. Well, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please do subscribe if you like the video, and please share it, and also click on the bell button there so you can be notified with any new videos that I come out with. Thank you.